Hi everyone, welcome to our weekly podcast, Four Sisters Rambling. Well, actually, it's two pairs of sisters, Monica and Diana, and Veronica and me, Angy.
In this podcast, you'll get to know each one of us and hear our ramblings about life.
We hope you can join us weekly. You can find us on Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube. If you would like to see more of us, please follow us on Instagram at Four Sisters Rambling.
Hello everyone,
Hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Third episode of the year.
Yes. Isn't this exciting?
Yes, it is. Just to recap, last week we talked about fitness, goals, and a lot of rambling, right?
A lot of rambling.
Healthy stuff.
Has anyone in this table worked on their goals?
Ooh, me. I went to my second Orange Theory class.
I saw it. Was it early in the morning? How was that?
Is
it hard?
It was hard. I woke up at 6:30 and I was like, I don't want to go.
Oh my gosh.
But they charge you $15 if you don't go.
No.
Which I liked because it made me go.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But how did you feel the rest of the day?
Amazing. Well,
Right?
I crashed for 30 minutes after I came back.
Okay.
And then I felt amazing. I was like, okay, I can do this. So next week, third time. How about you, Vero?
I just did a lot of eating healthier. I didn't really go to the gym. I was trying to, but I've been having knee issues, so I think it's because of the cold. I don't know. It might be an excuse of mine.
Arthritis.
But
Sounds like an excuse.
Arthritis,
It sounds like an
yeah.
excuse.
Yeah, like-
No, it's more like because you stop working out and then your body starts to hurt. So,
Yeah.
but I've been working a lot because of the holidays, and so I've been trying to eat a little bit healthier. It doesn't help that one of my coworkers brings me donuts and they're delicious, and I eat them so good. But I told myself next week I have to jump back in the wagon.
There you go.
That's true, Diana. How are you doing with your goals?
My goals are obviously just, what was it?
Not eat bread.
Yeah, definitely the bread thing. Yesterday, my boss gifted all of us a sausage egg, no egg, it had no egg actually, guys. A sausage McMuffin. I ate it. It was delicious. I had a coffee with it. I always have coffee, so that's a regular. But it had been a long time since I had a sausage McMuffin. But I would say, like, I ate at 8, 12 o'clock, came, like, around 11, 10:30, I was like, oh, I'm starting to cramp a little. And then it kept progressing. I was like, no, I'm not going to flare. Like, I can't flare. My endometriosis cannot flare because of this. And then what happens, like, I just keep putting off taking meds because I really am trying to get off meds. Like, I know that my doctor says, like, take the ibuprofen, stop being a pussy, just take it. And I'm like, okay, fine. But I didn't. I was like, no, it's not going to be a flare. What happens? I'm fucking in bed dying around 1 o'clock. Like, because I got home like around 1 o'clock or something or so. And I was in bed for about 3 hours in excruciating pain.
Well, that's what you get for eating bad food.
You know what? You failed, apparently. Well, I'm talking about failures. I went to Target and bought myself a full little case of Reese's Pieces shaped as a
They were on
Christmas
sale.
tree.
90%. 90% off.
Yeah,
30 cents a piece.
Yeah, 30 cents a piece. And then I just bought it and I said, fuck it, I'm gonna eat these. And I ate them. But I have not eaten meat, so I'm doing okay, I would say.
Your water drinking.
Oh yeah, I'm drinking 24 ounces of water.
She will not go to
single
sleep
day.
until
Yeah.
she drinks it.
Good.
I'll wait till I'm in bed and I'll chug that bitch down, but that's it. It counts. It counts. It fucking counts.
You wake up in the middle of the night.
No, side story. I was getting home and then she's like, I need to drink my water. I was like, okay, so I filled up her water bottle so she could drink it. And then I went to go drink my own water in the kitchen. And then I come back, she's like, guys, I was sweating. I'm like, why? She's like, it's just like, I drank that all. She was having a hard time. Remember you were like, you said like you were almost sweating because you drank all that
From
water.
how much water you drink.
It's because it's nasty. I find it so nasty, you know?
You have to do flavored water. Maybe put
cucumber
lemon
in
in
it.
it. Something.
A lemon.
Yeah.
But hey, we're proud of you. You're getting
Good job,
there.
good job.
But I didn't fail. I just want to
No,
emphasize.
I'm kidding.
I
yeah.
didn't fail.
Yeah, you're not.
It was just that day, that Saturday. But other than that, it was great all week. I did really good.
So we're doing okay.
Yeah.
We're doing
getting
really good.
there. Yeah.
Also, the fat sister, which is going to be me, is decided to go to Mexico.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did decide to go to
We did
Mexico.
talk about that a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago.
She wasn't going to go. And I was like, just go.
What made you change your mind?
My dad, I haven't seen him in a year, so I'm like, I'm going to go 4 days, boom, come back.
Yeah.
It's okay, yeah.
It'll be a short.
Yeah, it'll be a short
And
trip.
it's like, because you know how we're talking about financial issues and like,
Debt,
yeah,
all
so
that fun stuff.
we're like, no, I was like, go ahead and do it, like, it doesn't matter. And she's like, no, I want to really like stay in gold. And then her dad's like, don't worry about the money, I got you, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
and
just
I'm like,
come.
great.
And I was like, fantastic. So I'm going to go.
That's great. Yay.
Yeah, so that's a little recap of last week, a little update. And so now, today's episode, we're going to be talking about love, amor,
This one's going to be
relationships.
ex-boyfriends
Yes.
or ex-girlfriends.
Or ex-girlfriends, right?
Wait, but we have to make sure that there's going to be no fights. After
No
this.
fights.
No fights.
No fights whatsoever.
I told Alex, my husband, I said, make sure you skip this next episode we're recording. 'Cause I don't want him to get, no, he's not like that.
No.
A little jelly.
A little jelly, yeah. So well, I guess we'll just start by sharing some of our personal experiences with love, relationships, any tips we have for
Okay.
people that are
No
in the
tips.
dating scene.
So who here is a jealous person?
I think we all naturally are.
We are,
I
right?
believe
But who-
every woman is. I don't
Who
care
takes it
how-
out a little? I feel like I used to be.
No,
I
Vero
might
can be
be.
pretty
Yeah,
jealous.
I don't
You're-
care.
you're- wow,
You're pretty
whoa,
jealous.
guys,
I'm just
guys.
gonna say that.
Okay, can we like not put this anymore?
I think I'm pretty jealous. I
Yeah.
try not to show it, but
You try to play it
Yeah.
off.
I try to play it off. But I'm jealous. I mean, you gotta protect what you have.
Yeah, that's true though. That's true. That is true.
You're not.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I guess it depends.
She's never felt competition.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I'm very
Monica.
secure of our relationship,
Yeah.
so it's kind of hard.
That's your fault. You made her feel too comfortable in this
Yeah,
relationship.
now I gotta go out there and get a 6-pack and make her work for what she wants.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I'm gonna do now. So, you want to talk about your relationship?
Yeah, I'll start us off. So, man, my dating history goes far back from my young 25 years of life.
I like Hilla's
Yeah.
dating history.
Your dating history is very
So
interesting.
it's very.
Remember we used to take the bus?
Oh my gosh. I started very young. We weren't, Veronica and I, our dad is super Hispanic. You're not allowed to date till you're 15. You're not allowed to shave your arms or legs or anything till you're 15. I started dating way before that, so this is probably the first time my dad's hearing of it. So hopefully he's not listening. But
so funny.
I think my first boyfriend was in 7th grade. I remember kissing behind the school.
You're so
And then
funny.
after that, I would take the city bus to his house when his mom wasn't there, and we would just like watch TV and stuff. We were, 7th graders.
Have sex.
No,
No, I was kidding. They didn't do that.
we were good kids.
I showed her how to take the bus.
Yeah, you showed me how to
Like
get a
this-
city bus
this is how
pass.
you go here, you take it all the way over there.
Yeah,
I don't know if I was supposed to go with you one day, and then you're like, no, I got it.
I was like, I could do this, and after that, I took the bus a lot.
But it was like far. It was really, really far.
But I mean, middle school, I had a lot of boyfriends. I was a cute girl. Then I got to high school.
Facebook. It was like around Facebook.
Yeah,
I was not
when I
Facebook.
first started out. MySpace. Yeah. Had guys
Every guy
calling
that
me.
dates Hilla, I feel, infatuates themselves with her.
So I try to pick out really good guys. If I'm gonna be in a relationship with them, I always think of my family, friends. I'm like, is this someone that can be around my friends and family? So I do try to, I don't just date anyone. I did my Tinder dates. I did just date anyone.
But those are people that you're not gonna like.
Yeah.
Those are experiences, we can say,
But I do have this. Have you guys seen the movie Good Luck Chuck?
I heard
No.
of it.
No,
yes,
no.
Yes,
Never
we
seen
were
it.
gonna see it.
We're really bad
No,
at
but we
movies.
haven't seen it.
Yeah,
no.
it's a funny movie, and it's this guy. It's been many years since I've seen it, but it's this guy. Anytime he dates a girl, that girl ends up finding the love of their life after him. So it's like he's like bad luck because anytime he meets a girl, he dates them. Soon after that, those people end up finding like the love of their lives. I have that effect where I'll date a guy and then they become successful. So like all of my exes now are lawyers, dentists, physical therapists. Like I'm like, what? Like why couldn't you be that when I was dating you?
That's
You know?
true.
But yeah, so I mean my relationships, I like to joke around that I have daddy issues because I've always had a boyfriend.
Yes.
So low-key daddy issues. I don't know.
Low-key daddy issues.
I don't like to be alone. Like I enjoy having a partner. I enjoy having someone to do stuff with. So yeah, I've always dated someone. I did have, after my last breakup, a few years ago, I was like, fuck this. Like I'm done dating. Men are trash. Forget this. I had 2 years where I just like was not dating, and that's when I met my husband. Like when I wasn't looking for him. So
On Milla.
on Millab.
Yeah,
So if you
just
guys are looking for a
random.
husband, go to
Really
Millab.
random.
But he wasn't from here at the time, right?
No, he was living in California. I was with Diana, we went out, just had a good time. It was a girls' night, and then it was the end of the night, 2 a.m., and some guys yelling at us from across the street, like, hey! And then I crossed the street, and Diana's like, Ella, don't listen to him, like, just leave him alone.
We're doing this eye thing.
We're just looking at each other, and he's like,
because she liked his eyes.
oh yeah, he has green hazel eyes. He has hazel eyes.
Oh, you posted it on Snapchat.
Yeah.
For the world to see. I remember
I was like,
that.
oh, this guy's handsome. And then, the rest is history. We did long distance for a while.
Well, you didn't know he invited you on a date, didn't he?
Yeah. After, we did we talked, but without dating for probably a year or so. And then eventually he's like, oh, come to California. I didn't know he lived out of state till, 8 months in. And I was like, oh, shit. And it's complicated, but that's just a little bit of my background.
Yeah, your little history.
Yeah, Veronica, you have an interesting love story.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she does.
Okay, let's start you off by, were you always into dating women? Did you ever date men?
I did date men when I was younger, but I always knew I was a lesbian. So I knew in 4th grade that I was gay. I was a 4th grader, and there was this girl that I always wanted to be around with. I always wanted to talk to. I just always wanted to hang out with her. And something in me was like, be next to this girl, like in your break, in your recess, before lunch, after lunch, da-da-da-da. So it was always something like my whole like will-being will like gravitate to her. And I was like, this is it. Like, this is weird. This is really weird.
Yeah.
So then how you mentioned our dad being Hispanic and like, no boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, this is no problem.
More we're straight up Mexican, I feel like.
He used to get mad at me because I was like, eres machista. And he's like, no, soy machista. And we would fight over that, but I would always throw that in his face. So this girl was always around, blah, blah, blah. And then I started hanging out with other girls. And then I just started to like, oh, this is weird. So then I was like, no, I was suppressing that feeling, I was a 4th grader, so I was like, this is not right. I shouldn't be, So then in middle school, there was this guy around the block. I started dating him, and then he was dating somebody else, and it was more like a friendship hangout, we'll kiss here and there, but it wasn't like there. It just didn't like, and I wanted to have like the oh, I like guys type of thing. So you remember I used to hang out with him all the time. We used to always hang out, and we used to play football. We used to go play video games.
I remember always thinking that you guys were more friends than a couple.
Yeah, because it was like I didn't really like kissing or anything like that. It was kind of like weird, but it was just not my cup of tea. So then anyways, I went into high school, and then I started like messing with other guys, like not sexually, just kissing and stuff, and it was not it. And then this girl just kind of started talking to me, and then I just kind of like started like following her, and then that's how it slowly was like, okay, this is more normal for me. I like this feeling better, but that girl wasn't the right girl for me. So I started like, I talked to other different girls, not a lot, and then
you're a player.
No, I wasn't a player.
Like.
No, I used to
soccer team.
I was on a soccer team, so there was a lot of I don't think there was a lot of lesbians in the soccer team. I think there was a couple of them, and the girls that I played with, they're really fucking gorgeous females, but they like females, it was like that. Like there's this girl, and I don't know if I should share her name or not, but she was like she knows how to play. She knows. If I say her name, I don't think she'll have an issue with it, but she was like the soccer player. There was 2 or 3. There was a couple of them, but like they were like very dominant. They were, I was like, oh my god, like I was like, oh, I want to be that dominant. I want to be, and I feel like I was more comfortable. And then there was other females that were really strong, but they were, straight. They were not into females. But then I dated Monica. That's when I started kind of
You guys started dating in high school,
in
right?
high school,
Yes.
her sophomore year.
How long ago was that?
What?
We're gonna go 12 years next month. We're
Yeah.
gonna be 12 years. 2008.
You guys are the only couple I know that has been together that long. I can't think of.
Really?
I think of my friends' parents. Well, I mean, they've been together for a long time, but I guess not in a healthy relationship
Yeah.
for most of the parents that I think of. So
Yeah.
I think when I think of a healthy relationship, you guys are the first couple that comes to mind.
And that's tough work. Like I had issues. I feel like in my relationship, I have trust issues. I could not understand love. I could not understand or fathom the idea that somebody could like love me, and I didn't understand how it worked. I didn't understand like why is like. First of all, I haven't had really love from my dad or my mother, so it was weird. Like all we had was each other, like you and my other sisters. And when Monica came into the picture, that changed the whole dynamic, like the whole word love. Like remember, we never told each other, "I love you, sister," blah blah blah.
And not only that, but I mean, I was really young with your first relationship, but I remember that being a really abusive, toxic relationship.
Yeah.
So I think you were just used to these really bad relationships that you thought, oh, this is normal. Like it's okay to feel bad about myself all the time. This must be normal.
Yeah.
So when you met Monica,
it was weird.
I remember you were always saying like, oh, she's so happy. Like, how can she be so happy all the time?
And whose fault is it that?
Oh, Diana introduced you guys.
Yeah,
Diana hated my guts.
No, and not the beginning though, because you were my friend.
We were friends before, and then
you would always call me at my house.
Yeah.
Back when landlines existed. And Diana was too lazy to be walking around with the phone in her freaking face. So Diana would like hand the phone to Monica, and Monica and Veronica would talk like that.
Yeah.
For a long time.
Yeah. I didn't even know
And
Monica was gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Me either. That's why.
Monica's like, me neither.
No, it's okay. Hand it over to her.
What's your story, Monica?
Well, mine is I knew I've always been different because I have proof. Actually, my mom can even attest to this because I used to record myself saying how men were shit. I swear, we have those recordings. I have them at my house right now, and I've kept them there because I was like, this is like I knew there was something different with me, but the idea of being gay or lesbian in our household, my dad being very machista at the time, gays love him. My dad was a Republican, so imagine that.
Mexican.
Yeah, Republican. Conservative.
He didn't let us cut our hair.
No, but
that's for another podcast.
Yeah, that is, but makeup was a no-no, so very conservative. And so that was never, I knew something was wrong with me. I thought something was wrong with me, but I never could pinpoint it. High school came around and I was like, okay, little gay, okay, I see girls kissing, doing things, okay, I think I can relate, I want to relate a little more. And then when me and Veronica got together, I felt like that was really...
It was a trick. It was supposed to be like a dare. It was a dare at the beginning.
Oh, yeah, it was a dare at the beginning.
You guys
They dare us to kiss.
Yeah.
Who did?
Just friends. Old friend.
Yeah.
An old friend of us.
Yeah.
You.
And Diana. And she was like...
But it flourished into something really nice. And I was like, oh, I like that.
Do you know what I think of when I think of your guys' relationship?
What?
I'm going to sing a song for you guys, okay? It's that album, all the things she said. Running through my head.
Yes.
Wasn't that like a lesbian couple?
Yeah,
and I remember Veronica would listen to that during your guys' time.
Yeah, that's so true.
I mean, Monica had me head over heels. She still does. I couldn't understand the love that she was kind of throwing out. And it wasn't only for myself, my soul, it was for everybody around me.
True.
I would, she'd be like, here, this is for your sisters. I was like, why do you care about my sisters? And it was that love. It was actual love that I've never experienced, and it became stronger and, stuff like that. But you're talking about your dad, how he's Republican, da-da-da-da.
Oh, yeah.
No makeup. I mean, Monica does makeup videos. She's always cutting her hair.
We went against my dad.
Yeah, we rebelled.
She's a Democrat. She's like but her dad,
my dad's a wonderful man, and this
he came back around.
The thing is that my perspective of love has always been beautiful. My mom and dad have a beautiful love story. Their love story is wow. The way they make their relationship work is incredible, and to this day they're still married and very happy. And I'm gonna say it, actively sexy. Actively sexy too. I don't want to say I'm trying to code it because my mom's gonna listen to it, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean by sexy.
It's gonna be all right.
Yeah, but it's true though, and that's, to me, that's like a healthy relationship. They've molded each other, and that's what Veronica and I have done, molded each other throughout the years. Our experiences have helped us. And I think that, especially for being a lesbian woman, it's hard to find your other half. And I'm so lucky to have found it so soon. No regrets. I love it.
15?
I was 15 and I have no regrets. Never looked back. I never had an ex and any relationship with a man. Didn't need it. I'm all fulfilled here and I'm very happy.
And she's all mine.
Yeah.
Damn, Diana, you and I. Makes my marriage look like trash.
Okay, so we write notes here, and I put one of the first things I wrote was, Monica and Vero make me want love.
sure though.
Curious.
Going back to that, like I Veronica laughs because I always tell her this. Like with previous men that I've dated, I've always expected them to treat me the way I see Veronica treat Monica.
It's true.
I remember I got in a huge fight with this guy. He cheated on me, so he was trash anyway. But I just asked him to open the car door for me, and he's like, "Oh, you're ridiculous. Why would you ask me to do that?" And I was like, "Oh, I think it's sweet." Because I had seen Veronica, and this was when I was younger.
Yeah.
But I had seen Veronica open doors for Monica. Like,
All the time.
All the time. I feel that's a given. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm, in the relationship when it's like a lesbian relationship, they always say like, oh, who's the guy, who's the girl? Like, we're both girls. But I like to treat my wife. I like she treats me too,
Yeah.
And she might not treat me by holding the door, but she treats me by making me a coffee in the morning. That's the way that she feels comfortable treating me.
there's different ways to show your love.
Yeah, and for me, I always wanted to have like let me open the door for you. Let me get the tab. Let me take care of this. Let me take care of that. Baby, you want to go shopping? I'll take care of it. Blah blah. And I feel like I always have to take care of her because it comes from me. It's not because I'm supposed to do it. No, it's because I love doing stuff like that for her. Because then she gets us you open the door for someone, they smile, and then that to me goes a long way.
Yeah,
and that kind of creates more of the love bond that you have between each other.
Yeah, I feel like that's so true.
I do have to say though, on a funny note, we went to Pride a couple years ago, and Angy went with us, and she got really drunk.
Yes, we have that video.
And we have a video.
Guys, I'm an emotional drunk, but not like in a bad way.
Yeah.
When I'm drunk, I just get so like overwhelmed with all these happy feelings.
So Monica took out the phone while Angy was telling us that, guys, I love you guys. She's telling us, she's like, if you guys ever break up, you guys are gonna ruin my life. She's like full on crying, and I'm like, Angy, stop. She's telling everybody how lucky she is that we're around her life. Like random people are just walking because everybody was getting ready to go home, and everybody's freaking drunk, and everybody's telling her, oh my god, you're so lucky. Like random people were just talking to her. So I literally grabbed her, threw her over my shoulder, and I was like, babe, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go in the car.
Yeah,
And then
let's get her out of
let's
here.
get out of
Guys,
here.
I gotta see a therapist. It just sounds like therapy stuff.
But we have a video of her.
Yeah.
We might put it on Instagram.
Let's not.
We'll see.
Can you guys go and comment on that if you guys want to see
If you
that
want to see the
video?
video, comment. If we get enough comments, we might.
We might consider it.
Yeah, we might consider it.
Diana, how is it to be Diana?
A single lady.
How are you guys gonna go? How can I
women.
follow up with that?
Well, because it's
I'm like the single.
no. Let me stop you there.
By choice.
By choice. Yeah,
though.
this is totally by choice.
Monica had a point earlier. You were talking about how it's a stigma. Tell them.
Yeah, it is a stigma that women, there's shame in that supposedly. And I don't think there's anything to be ashamed of, for you to become, you're
You're
single, successful
You have your own
fucking
career.
woman.
Yeah.
I feel like us family, we add pressure to the men you stick around, we're
Yeah, we do.
hell no, he better have a degree or something to be around you.
Or be a good man.
Yeah,
not
good-
even a degree, but be a
Yeah.
good
Yep,
man.
this is what happens. Yep.
Yeah, so I feel like we add the pressure,
To them. And like with Hela, when she was dating, she would not bring them around right away. She had to kind of
Yeah.
hold off. And then with Diana, she has her things. She doesn't tell us what she's doing, but when she's ready, she's ready. We
know
met a couple of men here and there.
No, but I've never I've never introduced a man as my
As their
boyfriend.
boyfriend.
Yeah.
I've never ever done that.
What would it take
Yeah.
for you to bring a man home to your mom and dad? Like, what characteristics does that person need to have?
Does it have to be Mexican?
Oh yeah, is that?
Oh.
I don't want to make it about race, but I do have a strong attachment to I like men that kind of are in a weird way kind of like my father.
Oedipus complex?
Yeah, sure.
No, yeah, that's a thing.
I'm gonna look that up because I've never heard that before. Oedipus complex. But yeah, I do, because I think that again, my mom and my dad, they have this amazing relationship, and they've been through some shit like every family has to. And I mean, I think what helps is that my mom. The weird thing is that I am not my mom. My mom is a one and only person, and she's so sweet and yeah, she's somebody that you can easily talk to and work with. And my dad, he has such a strong personality. So I am kind of a combination of both.
Yes.
So I have a strong personality, but I am so sweet. I know I'm perfect. And yeah, so that's the problem. I do expect a lot from whoever I'm gonna take to home to my dad.
And you
But
should.
it would be really nice if he speaks Spanish, because in that way, you know, like in a weird way, I do want my dad to be like drinking with my man, like one day. That would be amazing.
So you want an alcoholic?
No, he can drink.
Moderation.
In moderation, I would think no. I do know what not to look for, and that's what I've been avoiding. I mean, I've been single now. Well, I've been single for a very long time. I've dated here and there, and like talked to men. I always talk to guys. There's always somebody hitting me up on Facebook, and yeah, I do talk back to them, because you know what? Sometimes you do get, you know, you get a craving. You know, like you see Monica and Vero over here all lovey-dovey all the time, and like, you know, you want that. So I do talk to men. I've talked to men like long distance here in the city. I've traveled, you know, to see a guy. I've taken a Greyhound for one, and yeah, they're fun experiences. I had a great time, and then now I'm like, obviously now I know that there's more like. There's more things that aren't allowing me to become, you know, closer to men, because either I always assume they just want like sex, and maybe I used to be in this like habit of like, I just know he's gonna be after me for sex, so let's just bring it up now and let's get it over with, and that isn't healthy either.
No.
It's not.
Yeah.
So I know that. Yeah.
So you're figuring out ways to filter out guys in a
I've
healthy
been
way.
through trauma. I'm never gonna talk about that, but I mean that also has a lot to do with it. Like my perception changes in my mind when I talk to a man. I completely change. Like my whole attitude, my whole demeanor just changes when the moment I found out a man's interested in me. I feel like I want to run away. And that's just how it is. Like I don't even know, like I know nothing. I really don't know nothing other than just like I know the basics of like having, you know, how to treat a man and sex and all that stuff, but like dating and like spending time with another person and all that, I would love to live that, but I don't know. Maybe
I think
one day
it might, hopefully, you know, it'll be like the situation with me and Alex when you're not looking for it.
Yep.
You're just doing you, focusing on yourself, and something good just comes your way. And even though you said I know nothing, I feel like you know a lot. You know a lot, and you know exactly what you will put up with and what you won't put up with.
Yes, and that's the thing. Like I know what I put up with. You know, like there's good sex, but it doesn't mean the a guy's nice. It doesn't mean that he's good enough to bring home to mom and dad. Never.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, so that's my thing. I will always remember my first boyfriend, because like he's not my first boyfriend. He was just like a guy I like briefly dated when I was 15. My first ever guy, and like my first kiss. And that's like the sweetest, most innocent thing that I can remember doing with a man.
So sweet.
Yeah, it
Just funny
like
you say, because when I think of like Monica and I when we first met, when we first kissed and stuff like that, that's how it reminds me of like the sweet love, innocence, no drama, nothing in between. And that's funny you say about that, because I was thinking about it like 2 days ago. I was driving home and I was listening to this song. And
what song? Can you say what song?
No, I'm not gonna sing it.
I'd like to know the song.
Okay, it's from AC Magic. It's called Lost in Love.
Right.
I wanna get lost in love with you. Yeah.
I know that song.
Yeah. And it's like, oh my god. And like I feel like I go into like those deep, dark songs, and like I like to feel the pain, and that's the problem I have. But I like to listen to that song. That's not the only song that I like to listen to. There's a lot of songs that remind me of Monica. But that one, that one, because it's kind of like, you know, like that song I played a lot.
Especially your era, right?
Yeah,
like
in my era. Back
And when
in the day.
you were in the middle of your relationship, when it was really hard to keep the relationship going.
And you just want to like, you know, get lost in love with her and and like that feeling of like the high school love and how we would like try to hold hands, people would not look at us. It's like the innocent feeling.
Yeah.
That is the purest thing you could ever go through, you know. It's like, it's not about sex, it's not about let's go and do something bad. It's about like just holding hands and maybe getting a kiss here and there in the cheeks, maybe in the lips, but it's like that innocent love. And I feel like I have that with Monica. I also have that like the aggressive sex life, and it all kind of like bows in down together. But like, you know, when you have that little innocent love in that relationship,
It flourishes
to something bigger and stronger. Because Monica and I have issues. We've had issues plenty of issues. You know, we've had arguments. Our relationship, myself. Oh my God, that sounds so
But
goat.
we
per
have
se.
molded each other, like
We molded
I said.
each other.
yeah.
Like I had my sisters call it Ronnie.
Yes.
They used to call me
Yeah.
Ronnie when I used to get really pissed off because it also
You had anger management.
Yeah.
You really did.
and it also goes back to like me not trusting people. Me, you know, because my background, that was Diana throwing her Starbucks in the trash. Sorry guys.
I'm sorry.
Very
Okay, I won't
rude.
do that again.
So with me having issues back then, you know, and I'm the oldest of all of us with my sisters, so I feel like I had it rougher, but I had to learn how to like deal with it, and I couldn't deal with it any other way but through anger. So when Monica came around, you know, we started hanging out, doing whatever, and I wasn't really as angry with her at the beginning, but then slowly like I got comfortable with her, and I would like snap, and you know, she was like, whoa, you can't be doing this. We have to talk about it. I'm like, what do you mean talk about it? It's like, no, this is how it works with me. And she
like,
put
let's talk.
Yeah, I was like, what is that? How do you do that? And she's like,
I just
no.
punch walls.
Yeah, it was right around.
Yeah, don't remember the phones that they would throw
Oh my God,
in
Monica.
the wall.
Yeah, and
And then
I
I'd
went through
be
many
angry
phones.
because we were renting an apartment.
Yeah, that was when we moved in because we moved. I got kicked out, and then we.
Boy,
moved
she
in.
got kicked out for throwing a phone. Actually.
I did, huh?
Side story real quick. I had this little puppy, and our stepsisters at the time, we didn't get along. Now we're really close. Our relationship has gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
But at the time, my stepsister walked into the room and she was like, "Your puppy's ugly as hell." And I started crying. I'm such a sensitive person. I was like, "My puppy's not ugly." And then Veronica walks into the room like 10 minutes later, and I'm like sobbing. I'm like, I was like, my sister, you know, the sister at the time that I had done that, I was like, she called my puppy ugly. And Veronica marches into her room, grabs her cell phone, and she's
Brand new phone.
brand new. It was like a pink razor,
Yeah.
which was big at the time.
Yeah.
She grabs her phone. She's like, "Don't fucking call my sister's puppy ugly," and she throws the phone across the room and smashes it.
Yeah.
And that's how she got kicked out and ended up.
Well, then my stepmom rolls in, blah blah blah,
And-
talks about. You fucking gay, blah, blah, blah. We're gonna call the sheriff, blah, 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 blah. So, anyways, long story short, I ended up in Diana's car actually, because her window was closed and I couldn't go in the house. So I waited there like an hour. Finally, I was able to sneak into their brother's house, and I was there for a while. And then that's how we slowly, you know, I feel like a lot of factors came in, and that would be why we're still together. You know, the recession, me getting kicked out, Monica going to school, Diana and I working, because Diana and I are the ones that are financially holding the house together for many years. You know, it was her and I. Like Monica and I were in the relationship, but Monica doesn't work. Diana works, she's very independent, and I feel like that kind of like we helped each other. Diana and I, we helped each other.
We've been a team.
There was so much like pain together and struggle together that
Been through
your
thick
bond
and
is
thin.
just
Yeah.
And then like Diana, when it comes to like things doing around the house and stuff like that, she's really weak. We're like, oh, my tires, blah. And like I would like, don't worry, like I'm gonna go to my dad's and I'm gonna talk to him, blah blah
But it was
blah.
always
Yeah.
been there.
You know, like going over there
Carbs.
or doing stuff, anything that was like hard work, manual work. I was like, don't worry, like I'll
We'll
figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. When it comes to like the brains and stuff, Diana was always in it, or Monica, you know. But I was more of like the muscle person. And it was 3 females alone in this fucking world. You know, her parents had left to Mexico.
Yeah.
We didn't really talk to her family. They didn't either. So all we had in this world was each other.
Yeah.
And to top it off,
That makes me tear.
and to top it off, we took Angy and another sister of mine moved in with us for a little bit because they were going through a rough time in their house.
Yeah.
And it was really hard because it was a lot of food that we were going through, and I wasn't getting paid a lot.
Yeah.
It was really, really tough. But I feel like all those little factors make all of us stronger. You know? From
and the love we have for each
Yeah.
other. It's because of everything that we had to go through together.
And we because there's people that go through stuff like this and they don't realize how lucky or fortunate they are, and they don't take it and they don't run with it, and we did. You know. So I've learned to not be so angry. Monica has molded me, you know, to who I am now, and it's not in a bad way. It's not negative. I like it. If I feel like if I was having issues with it, I would have been like, nah, you know what? Like, no thanks. I'm gonna move on. But I like the feeling where she's like, hey, you know, we gotta sit down and talk, and we have to do this, this, and that. And then And she's like, what do you need me to do so you can feel comfortable? I was like, okay, well, I need some space. You can't be on my face talking about feelings because I don't do good with feelings. And now
that is true, though.
And now she talks about feelings, and I start bawling because she made me into like this more emotional person. And I, you know,
good.
Yeah, I think it
and
is
I
good.
have issues. Yeah, I you know, like you said, daddy issues, mommy issues.
Yeah,
we have
that's
all
true.
issues.
That's-
Do you have any
that's-
questions about it? Come and ask us. We have them all.
No, yeah, you guys grew up way different than Diana and I. Like
That's true.
I feel like we were privileged as fuck when we were growing up. We were very much privileged.
Yeah, I would go to her and
spoiled.
I wouldn't
We were
understand.
spoiled.
Her dad's like, here, take this. And I was like, what is your dad giving you?
Or you guys, I know when I started hanging out with you, I started when we would hang up on the phone saying I love you to Veronica or Vanya because we
Yeah.
never used to say I
Yeah,
love you. We
like,
never
what's
used to
that?
hug each other.
Oh, yeah.
Once
Yeah,
we
I know.
came around you, I think your family, you were really good at showing each other love and showing each other every day that you
Yes.
appreciated each other. And to Veronica and I, we were like,
What the
that's
hell?
what is
like,
that?
when Monica would like talk to you guys, like, okay, love you girls, bye. I'm like,
Me and Vanya would be in the car like, what? She loves us? What?
So funny.
it's true. It's true. It's like
Yeah,
something
you
that
remember
you
you
know, you
said
don't
that.
show that. And it's kind of like what? Like, what is this? It's just a weird feeling.
Yeah.
And I remember Hela and Vanya telling me, and they still do, it's like, if you and Monica ever break up, like, goodbye, Veronica, we're going with Monica.
So now, we're going to take custody on Monica's side.
No,
Forget the sister.
But you know that added pressure, I think that helped us with our relationship
Yeah.
because not only were we gonna affect your guys' lives, now it's like we would affect other like the children of like your sister. Like that is Veronica played around with Dali and told her like, oh, if your Nina and me are gonna break up. Dali's face dropped. Like she was like, no. And I was like, Veronica, like don't play like that.
I was
because-
joking. It was an innocent joke
Yeah.
that was not, it was really cool.
But
at
her
the end.
parents, the little girl's parents are divorced. So for her, it's like, again, another relation. We are what...
they know.
Yeah, what they know to be a long-term relationship.
And I follow with the joke by saying, if when we break up, you're not gonna see her anymore. You're only gonna see me. And then she goes, if I get to choose one, it's gonna be her. And that hurt me. That backfired really fast.
Yeah, it backfired really
Yeah, and she's like,
quick.
no, and then they go and they hug her and they kiss her and they're like, oh, I love you so much, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that you realize, like, what our relationship has done for other people
Yes,
around us,
yes.
you know?
And that I feel is the healthiest form of a relationship when you see what it does for other people or how other people around you are. That's how you know that you have a good relationship.
Yeah.
Like I have a friend, when I'm around her and her partner, it's tense, it's awkward, I feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's how you know like that's not good. So
Yeah, and you remember we used to tippy toe with Veronica a lot because
Oh,
of
yeah.
those anger issues.
Yeah,
That was
I
a-
did.
Yeah,
And then
remember?
Diana would come.
Yeah,
I haven't seen
Diana,
those anger
yeah.
issues in
Remember, we used to
years.
slam the door at each other.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys
Diana
would
and I-
cry. You guys
Yeah.
would cry at
To
each
each other because Diana like knows how to poke at me and she'll just like go and go and
Go
go
and
and
go.
Okay,
we'll
so
just blow.
Ronnie is from Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
Yeah. In case
Where they're
that's
from.
if you guys seen Jersey Shore, you guys have seen
You
Ronnie.
know. If you know, you know.
So we
Not you're too young.
but yeah, we did all this, you know, we would fight, we would argue and stuff like that. And Diana and I now when it's an argument, I'll just call her out but like, hey, you haven't
We call each other out. all
yeah,
the time.
we don't like we don't like
We're completely
take it in.
transparent
Yeah.
with each other. Yeah.
Like, oh, well, you know, like Diana, when she goes out hang out with her friends instead of hanging out with us and whatever holiday, like, you always do this to us, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, fine. And then, you know, but we don't get angry. We just kind of express our feeling and we move on. You know,
Yeah.
we say how it is. We leave it on the table. And then the next day, hey, or, you know, the next time when she comes back, hey, how are you? What are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. We just bullshit. It's not like we hold that anger. And
Yeah.
I feel like you have to learn how to do that.
Yes.
Because if you
yes.
don't do that, you're always going to be, you know,
Yeah, and
holding
that's how
anger.
relationships break up, like family relationships break up when you don't learn to forgive. You have to learn to forgive to move on, you know?
A good step on that is Monica taught me this was throw it in the back burner.
Yeah,
we
I
had a
told you.
back burner.
Yeah, you have to burn that shit and don't talk about it ever again. Like
get,
it's
like,
over.
3
You're
per-
moving
yeah.
on. Like you
Yeah.
have to move
Move
on.
forward.
Talking about forgiveness, I'll get into a really touchy story here about, you know, learning to forgive and stuff. I felt like after, you guys know I dated someone for a long time and I thought this person was the one and blah, blah, blah. They ended up cheating on me. And for a long time, I felt like I couldn't date. You know, just like Veronica said, I felt like I had trust issues. Like I just could not move on with my life. And then I think like years later, the girl that he had cheated on me with ended up reaching out and just adding me on like social media and stuff. And at that point, like I had to decide, like, am I gonna stay angry for the rest of my life? Am I gonna hate this guy and this girl, you know, for all of this? And I think I ended up accepting, and we ended up not becoming friends. You know, we're not gonna go grab coffee, but I think we ended up just being like on good terms. And after I did that, bam, like I just felt so much better.
Relief.
I felt like I could finally say, okay, I forgive these people for hurting me. I feel like I can have healthy relationships with future people now. And I just felt like that part of forgiving someone really helped me build better relationships moving forward.
Yeah.
Forgive. I mean, you don't forget.
You don't forget.
You don't forget.
You don't
Because
forget, yes, but you
Anger's
forget.
stressful.
Yeah.
It's so stressful.
And a relationship is not only like between you and your significant other. It could be a relationship with your parents, with your sisters. You know, if you having any issues with someone, and you know, you don't know how to go about, just kind of like sit down and think about it. Like, if I forgive this person, or if I try to like move closer to this person, is it going to be beneficial to myself, to the people around me? Is it going to backfire? You have to really look at it. Is it going to help you yourself? Because at the end of the day, it's just you. If you're trying to build a relationship with your dad or your sister or your mom, and you say, you know what, my mom is extremely toxic, I think I'm just going to cut her off, then go ahead and do that. It's not your fault. It's not your fault, you know. And if you say, you know, I really want to talk to my dad, I really want to talk to my mom, and you make you weigh it out, and you say, you know, the best decision is to talk to this person, then by all means go do it. And if you're halfway there and you realize it's not, then you can always retreat yourself. You don't have to be forced to have a relationship with anyone.
Exactly.
Even if it's family.
Blood is
Yeah.
not thicker than whatever they say. You know,
not.
water.
It's not.
Yeah, that is not true. I hate the fact that people think that you have to hold on to this relationship because you're family.
Yeah, no.
Fuck that. No, you don't cut them off and don't think about them ever again.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you're responsible for your
Yeah.
own feelings and your own actions. You're not
Exactly.
responsible for if someone else feels hurt by you cutting them off.
That's funny you
Exactly.
say, because okay, so I have a friend, and she was raised with her mom. Her dad kind of left and promised them to be back, blah blah blah. So now at this present time, she doesn't talk to her mom because her mom kind of victimizes herself, and now she's trying to reach out and she's talking to her dad, and her dad's trying to make up all the time lost, blah blah blah. But I feel like she tells me her stories, and I feel like she still kind of holds back a little, like she kind of has like some resentment, and I feel her, because I feel like that's how it is with my own personal relationship with my dad, but you know, she's willing to move. And Monica told me, she's like, hey, you have to move forward, you have to do this, and she's working on it, you know, and she's doing it at her own pace. So if you feel like you need to take 5 years, 6 years to work on your relationship, go ahead and do it. Don't from one day to another. Because we talked about, Monica and I, how we have a strong relationship. That's still working on. We're gonna be 12
That's
years.
12 years in progress, and you're still working on it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's a little hard because there's always little problems that come upon. You know, it's little silly issues that we have to work through it. It's an everyday thing. We don't argue every day,
we don't.
but we try to always make the best of it. We always try. I work a lot too, so I feel like I have to make up that time. But don't think that every relationship is gonna be like boom,
Honeymoon all the time.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
See, and for me, after getting married, the first year's great. The second year, the honeymoon phase is over, and you start having a little bit more fights. And I was starting to worry a little bit, because I'm like, oh no, we're fighting. Like, something must be wrong. Like, you know, why are we fighting? Are we gonna get a divorce? All this stuff. And then hearing you guys talk about this, I'm like, no, everyone.
Yeah, they say that the 7th year, if you go over the 7th year or the 3rd year, blah blah blah, bull crap. It's not. It's how you make it. You know.
Yeah, every day is a work in progress, especially in marriage. Like, there's so many couples that say, oh, well, divorce was like I feel like divorce should be the literal last resort. You got married to each other, made a promise to the Lord himself, if you want to believe in that. But, you know, work on that. Like, build an empire, build whatever little casita, your little cottage together, and work with each other's problems. Like, with this relationship, mine and Veronica's, she has to validate my fucking feelings, or else there's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
But then it backfired on me, because then she'll be like, hey, I know I'm validated. I need to validate your feelings. And she'll use that a lot, and that upsets me now. So it's like, I need her to kind of
Understand her more.
understand, and I want to vent. You listen. I don't care if you're thinking about rabbits while I'm venting. You need to act like you're listening.
Yeah, make eye contact
Make
with me,
eye
nod your
contact,
head.
and like listen to
It is
what
true.
I have to say.
And that's really hard for me. I don't
Yeah.
know why. It was really hard. And that's something that we're working on right now.
Yeah.
You know, it's true. Like, she tells me something, and she's like, okay, whatever. And then if I'm telling her, she's listening, but then she just stays quiet, and then I feel like she's ignoring me. So I feel like when she's venting to me, or she's telling me how she feels, I have to like kind of like jump in there to kind of validate her feelings. But because I feel like when I'm venting, she stays quiet, and I feel like she's thinking of rabbits, you know.
Well,
And
she might be, but maybe she's also listening.
Yeah.
That's
Because
the thing,
so
though.
many times people are talking, and the other person, I know I do this with Alex, and I'm so bad at it. He's talking, and before he even finishes, I'm already thinking in my head, what am I responding to it?
Yes,
Oh, that would totally
I have
be me.
that.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Totally.
I'm glad you say that, because I feel like that goes back to my trust issues. That goes back to me, like my fences are always up.
You're
I'm
always ready
on
to like
guard.
counter
I'm
argue,
attacked.
or
And I feel like
instead of
that's
listening.
yeah, and that's an issue that I have since I was little. You know, because I have family issues. So it's no, it's true. It's
Therapy.
true.
Yeah.
Therapy. We all need therapy. And it's true what I'm saying, because like right now at this moment, one of my sisters has surgery on her knee. And she's like, well, I want to go home. But her boyfriend's like, no, let me take care of you. Let me take care of you. And she keeps texting me like, no, I want to go home. I'm like, no, Vaughn, you have to stay with him. Let him take care of you. She's like, but I feel like a bother. I was like, you're not a bother. You have to.
You have to let people love you and
Yes.
take care of you. And
Yes,
Yeah.
and I feel like that's how it is with the issue, you know. And like when Monica's talking to me about it, it's kind of like I don't understand. It doesn't click on me, and I'm trying so hard for it to like click on me, but it's just like this Tetris game that it just doesn't fit together. But she's so good at it, and at the end of the day, she figures it out for me, and I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, babe. You know, you're right. She's always right. She's always right.
It's
Even
love.
when it is. I always
love.
beg for her, whatever it is. You
Can
know?
I go back and touch on something you mentioned?
Yeah.
You said that so many things had to happen for you guys to get together. You had to be friends with Monica. You had to throw our sister's phone to get kicked out of the house. Your
Totally.
parents had to go through the recession and lose in their house. Like, have you guys read The Alchemist? There's
I have that on my reading list though.
It's so good. There's a quote in there. I'm gonna mess it up, but it's when you want something so bad, all of the universe conspires to help you achieve it. And I feel like even though it's cheesy, maybe like just the universe had to conspire to
Like,
make this relationship.
Yeah.
Like what Monica wants from her parents, she has, right? A beautiful like relationship. And what I
Supportive
was looking
parents.
for that I wish my parents had, or that I wish my family had, I have now. And we went through, you know, money issues, we went through all kinds of issues, and it's
Yeah.
just, and we're here now. And we were talking about it, and Monica says, I don't see myself, because I always say, like, I feel bad that I started dating her at an early age, right?
Yeah, I was
She-
15, and I didn't have any prior
partners.
Partners. I really
anything.
didn't.
Wow.
That
Yeah.
was my first
First
one.
everything.
Yeah, first everything. And I have.
Do you ever feel like you missed out? Or
That's
like
what
you
I think.
wanted
That's the thing that I don't understand when people say that, because I've heard other people say like, oh, I missed out on dating around, and for me it's like maybe that's the introvert in me, where I've always been able to just stick to something, and like that's how I like it. I'm comfortable, I'm here to stay. And for me, I've never missed out on anything. I feel like at that I've gained more experiences with Vero, and with our journey in a relationship we grew up better.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it makes us stronger. And I feel like I've avoided so many other things by just being with Vero. And I love that.
Okay,
I'd
so-
rather that than have gone through these boyfriends or
All
girlfriends or
these
So-
They're
this
stressing,
heartbreak.
all this,
Yeah, or figuring out if I'm bisexual or not. Like, no, I'm good, I'm a lesbian, done deal,
You
sign
skipped all of
up.
mine.
Yeah.
Heartbreak.
Yeah, because even though I was dating around, I did have feelings.
And you've had heartbreak.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've had heartbreak. Yeah, because, like, yeah, maybe I'm fooling around with the guy, but you catch feelings.
You do.
You catch feelings.
That's
like,
true.
yeah.
You're human. You
I'm
have to.
human, yes.
I remember I went off on Diana's boyfriend that cheated on her. Remember?
Oh,
when we were in high school?
Oh, yeah, but he wasn't even my boyfriend. That's the thing. I was just fooling around with him.
Well, I was 13. I didn't understand.
We were very young.
Yeah, we were young.
But yeah, like, it was. Now I just think of, like, I see you two, and I always see Veronica, and I'm like, Veronica has traits that I would want in a man because my dad is kind of like that. So you do portray a little of my dad in a weird way.
Definitely.
Yeah,
so Monica has daddy issues.
But my mom will even say, like,
Sorry.
Vero is like your dad in a way, like very. What were we talking about?
I can't remember.
But we did. My mom agreed with us that
Yeah.
that you have that same, like, I guess, demure almost.
I'm telling you, it's the Oedipus complex, which means that men look for women that in some way resemble their mother, and women look for men that in some ways resemble their dad.
Oh,
that's
because I always wanted
interesting.
my mom. No, that's bullshit. Like, I really have no relationship with my mom.
Well, I don't see it because Alex is nothing like my dad.
Yeah, he's-
but he doesn't think so, but I feel like I connect a lot to his mom. Like, I love his mom so much. And I see, like, I see her being a lot like me, and I see me being a lot like her. Alex is
So it was for him, not towards you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like the problem kids don't get what they want, only like, you
Only
know.
the perfect
Wow,
one.
wow.
No, but it's true. Like for me, I feel like I have to, and I will say, and I say it all the time. I want to please my partner. I want to make sure she's happy. I want to make sure that she has everything that I could give her. And God, if I could really get her first, I would, because I love her that much. And it's not because it's because it wasn't given to me, and
That has
I want
to be
give it.
a family thing, because I'm the exact same way. And Alex tells me, like, hey, I'm a big boy. Like, let me do things for myself, because I'm always like, let me make his coffee. Let me make sure he's happy. Let me give you all this love. Like, I just want him to be happy
That's how I
and feel love.
I'm gonna be.
Yeah,
like,
she
I'm like,
is.
if I'm gonna be with somebody, I'm gonna disappear. Because I'm gonna be like so in love, and that's why I have to be careful.
And
Because
it's true.
I
You
could
disappear.
end up
Hela
in a-
disappear.
Oh, yeah.
Angie,
Yeah.
Everybody disappear. Our friends were mad at Monica and I because we would disappear. Diana was mad at us because we would disappear.
Well, it's hard when you're in love with someone, and especially the first few years,
Yeah.
you just want to.
It's a honeymoon phase.
And Diana, I seen Diana, one of her relationships, like when we were in high school, and she was like so absent. I loved that era with her because she was kind of hating on me because I was dating her sister, but she wasn't there. Like, she'll pick me up,
I was dating.
and she was dating someone, and she was out and about, and as soon as they left each other, she was all on our business.
You know what? That's dangerous though, because I've had relationships. I'm so guilty of this, where I just mold into that person. So if I'm dating, like, I dated some
That would be
like
me.
wannabe rapper dude, I started listening to. All
I feel like that's no, that's funny because I feel one of my friends called me out, Stephanie. It's Diana's high school
she's
friend,
like
but
family.
It's his family
we
now.
talked about her a couple
Okay, how
episodes ago.
in high school we were talking. She sent me a text and I said, oh my God, okie dokie, or something like that. And Monica uses that okie dokie all the time. And she texted me back, you sound just like Monica. And I was like, oh, oops, because I was more like not gangster, not ghetto, but I was more like rough.
You were
and
rough.
Monica was more.
Flower
girly,
pink,
flower,
glitter,
stuff like that. So I was I was kind of like, oh shoot, I'm starting to mold her, and it's something that with every relationship you just kind of sync up together. You know?
And it's good if you're with that person, if you marry that person and you guys become one. But I think it can be bad. I've had friends that do the exact same thing I do, where all of a sudden they stop hanging out with their friends, and their guys' friends are the only friends they hang out with, or they stop having their own hobbies, and their guys' friends become the hobbies they do. And then when they break up, they don't know how to be themselves again.
Go watch Dolls.
Dollface.
Oh, yeah.
Dollface. Watch Dollface on Hulu.
Yeah.
Dollface on Hulu is
But-
the show.
Okay, so
Watch.
with Monica and I don't think
I think a weird. I don't know, because
we're so different.
We are so different, but it works for us because she was just saying this morning. She works, goes away, and when she comes home, we just want to be around each other.
Yeah, so I go do
yeah.
my thing. I go and I work my 10, 12-hour shift,
That
whatever.
sounds perfect to me.
Yeah.
And that's why it works, guys. You have to find
That's the
someone.
trick.
That's the trick. Find someone that works a full-time job, like full-time, like 12-hour shifts, 5-6 days a week. pays her bills, and then they come home, and all you have to do is give them a kiss on the cheek, and that's it. That's it, right?
No, that's not
it.
No.
Okay. So, but it's true. It
like
works.
that.
It works for us. It works for us, and it's not because Monica's like go to work. It's like no, I have to be at work. I have to do this, and I come home, and she's like, oh, I don't have to worry about paying bills because she takes care of all that stuff,
Cleaning the house, all
yeah.
that. I take care of that.
And then on that note, Hela, I was gonna ask you, like, with how does it work now that you're married with like your financial?
So Alex and I, we each have our own bank account. Like his parents laugh at us because we are such a millennial couple. I'm like,
That's
hey,
okay.
your money's your money, my money's my money.
Yeah.
I don't want you seeing what I spend on. That's my own personal stuff.
Guilt.
Yeah, but we each have our own bank account, and we have it's called Splitwise, an app, and we put all the bills on there, and we just each put half. It's literally 50-50.
And do you guys have savings together?
No,
Or no?
we each have our own savings. It's like we're two different people.
So you have your own different rules. You don't have like a rule like, oh, you can only spend this. You can
No, yeah,
you
not
do
at
your
all.
thing with your own money.
Yeah, which is parents, like, they're like, well, you guys should have an open bank
Aw.
account and stuff. And we're like, oh, no, thank you. He's gotten into photography and videography. He just spent like $3,000 buying all this camera gear. I'm like, yeah, good thing we don't share bank accounts.
wow.
Well, I asked because Monica and I have we have various accounts together, and they're all together, like mutual accounts. We,
Even our credit cards.
Our credit cards.
How long did it
everything.
take for you guys to open those, though? Because I'm wondering, maybe Alex and I down
Well,
the line, we're like, okay, maybe we should get a
One day I was like, we were doing something, and then I was like, why am I? Monica's at home. She has all this time. She's smarter than me. It's true. And all I do is go to work, and then I come home, and at work I'm thinking like, oh shoot, I have to
Pay this, pay that.
pay that, blah blah blah. And then I was like, it would be nice if Monica just
Took over that.
took over. And it took her like 3 months to
Yeah,
kind of get the
3
hang of
months.
it. I kind of like walked it through, and I showed her how I do it, blah blah blah.
And then I kind of grabbed it and did my own
Her
thing
own
with
thing.
it. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even when she was working, because she did work for a couple of 2 places
With me.
Yeah, I worked with
Monica and I were coworkers.
Yeah, it was fun.
So she, but we still have mutual accounts because I would hate for her to go somewhere and wanted to get something to eat and she had no money in her account. I just that's
No,
not
and
good.
Veronica's the type that she's like, don't have my sisters pay for you.
Yeah,
Like she hates when
because my sisters
Angy-
love paying
yeah,
for you. I don't
pays
know
for
why
me.
they like take
It's
her
our
out.
free therapy session. We just went to Monica and, we buy her lunches.
A cheap lunch, so you're cheap.
I'd be okay paying for
It's free therapy.
for my man.
Yeah, I
I'd be
know.
okay manteniendo,
Yeah, like for
a little
you-
bit.
Would you?
Yes.
Let's ask this
right.
question.
Yeah, let's
Monica and
ask-
I are both thinking about it.
Go
Okay.
ask it.
Would you date someone that made less than you?
Yes, I would.
Really?
No doubt about it. I would date a poor man that's barely making it and
And
just
he
see
treats
what
you good?
happens. Yes, because I'm not rich either. I'm not gonna I don't expect them to make a bunch of money or to have a higher career, the same career kind of like me. Things like that. Like I would pick up a guy from our little pueblito in Mexico if I could. But they're not qualified.
No,
Just saying.
non-qualified.
Yeah.
But you see, as family, we think no. Like as family, we're right away like, oh
Yeah.
no.
But what if I want that?
I've dated 2 guys. They were always asking me for money. And
No, but
after
that's-
those 2 guys,
no.
I was like, no. I need to
yeah.
date either an equal or a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
So you
But what
either
if that
make as much
person-
as me or more.
In my mind, I'm like, what if you just need that person to just help you?
Well, yeah,
But
that's
it's
different. I got
okay,
stuck with
it-
scum.
Yeah, it doesn't, you have to play it out. You have to feel the person. If you know you can't, go out and you're always gonna be paying the bill, it's not.
I'm okay being I don't make money, but I'm stable. I'm very stable. I'm financially stable and I'm very lucky to be that. And if they're not, that's okay. We will, as long as they're willing to bend and to let me help them, then it's gonna be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be fine.
So now,
Don't tell your family.
yeah.
Because I'm a side eye. I'm like, sir, you need to pick up my sister's
I don't even
tab.
speak English.
Pues en
Stop.
español.
I know. No, and I try. This is the thing for me. Like as your sister, I want
With
like
the best.
The
You
want the best for
yeah,
you.
we
'Cause
want
you are
the
perfect.
best. Like
You are
I
the perfect
want
sister.
someone
Yeah,
that loves anime that is like your equal or.
Yeah, and that is, so I geek out a lot. Like I buy a lot of stuff. I get a lot of stuff gifted to me that's like anime related, and I'm like, oh, what if I get with somebody and they don't like anime and they don't like any of those things?
You probably wouldn't get with them though. I don't know.
No, I think I would. But I would have my
you
own
have to
thing.
think about it too, because like with Monica and I, we are opposite. Like this
That's
girl is
so
so
true.
girly, and
Yeah.
I'm like, don't fucking put makeup on me. Like I don't want to be that person. Don't
That's
tell me
true.
to wash my face every day, twice a day. Like but we click because we've learned to. So like in a sense, you're right.
Yeah, she is right.
If Diana starts dating a guy's like a total opposite, but he treats her like the queen she is, and then by all means that we are no one to take that away from her.
But we can judge on the
We
side.
can judge
We can
silently.
yeah.
Judge on the side.
Silent, yeah, silently.
You guys can judge.
But we would be so happy regardless for you. But as family, I'm being completely honest. I will judge if he is below your standards that I have made for you. Okay?
You know what I feel bad for? You guys probably remember this really nice dude I dated. You guys.
Oh yeah.
He was so nice, and I always feel bad for the nice guys finish last, because I just he treated me too good. I just couldn't.
I remember that.
I just needed my
Your
space.
bed,
I just he was too nice. Like I could see why people are like, I don't want a nice guy. Like I don't want someone to treat me this good.
That's true.
They need a little Ronnie in their personality.
They need a little bad boy.
We need them a little broken.
Yes, I'm broken.
They need to go through a little trauma too.
One time I told Monica, Monica sent me this thing, and she gave me like this band-aid. She goes, I'll fix your broken heart. And I was like, oh, she's the one.
Oh, so cute.
I still have it at home.
You're so funny.
So moving on, Hela, do you have any date nights with your husband, and how do you guys spice it up? Do you guys what's like a good date? It's just all kind of questions in one.
So because Alex, he moved here from, last year, he doesn't know a lot of places in Arizona. We used to go out almost every Friday night, and because we started paying off our debt, we canceled date nights completely. It's been a year since we went on a date night. But since he recently got into photography, like I mentioned earlier, we're starting to plan all these trips. We want to go to Alaska, Montana. So that's going to be how we spice up the relationship soon, because we're going to start taking all these trips together. Right now, unfortunately, we're sacrificing.
Hiking is not a...
Well, we hike,
hobby?
yeah. That's like a good hobby for us to stay fit. But I wouldn't consider it date, date night or...
Well, I asked because like when Monica and we hang out, I mean, we go to Target a lot. So
Date night.
like we go, like date night, babe, let's go to Target, let's go get your facial stuff. We go to eat, we go eat pho, we go eat sushi, or we go eat China, or whatever we go eat. Like, all right, let's go walk it out Target. And it's not like, you wouldn't call that like a traditional date, but we have fun. I go there and then I jump on my Instagram and I just do some stupid,
She
silly
starts
stuff.
blasting me.
I blast my wife.
Shaming
and
you.
shit.
Shaming me. Yeah, Target shaming.
But I tag them so they know that, they have a loyal customer there. But, that's why I asked. We don't have like the normal date nights.
No, I don't think
and
so,
it took a long time because for the longest time, we're talking about it like a couple weeks ago, right? Monica and I would not go on dates alone. There was always somebody with us.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Diana.
No, not only Diana, but you girls, when you guys were
man.
little, remember?
I was
we would
like,
invite
us.
you everywhere.
Yeah.
And now you guys do more stuff by yourself.
Yeah, like we traveled to California by ourselves, and that was like the first actual like alone trip with us, together alone in the car. We've gone on dates before like together, but in the city, and now we're like, oh well, we could travel here, we travel there. But it's it's different, and I feel like we're growing up, and so
No, yeah, I like that. Alex and I will probably start doing more date nights, like typical date nights. But first, we gotta pay off our debt.
Oh, we're working on that right now too. We were just talking about it.
Yeah.
How close are you guys?
Well, Monica made the math, and she said I make too much money, so.
So yeah, she makes too much money, but it's like we spend it, we eat it. Let's just say that we eat that money.
We go to Target, guys.
So this year, I was telling her right now, like buy whatever you need to buy to feel like this month of January to make it feel like okay, you don't need to buy anything else for the rest of the year because we're cutting ourselves. Like we're
Cut turkey.
Yeah,
Cold
Good,
turkey.
Yeah, that'll be.
Like, I thought Veronica, she makes too much fucking money for being herself, like, just for being us.
So
like,
there's no excuse to
there's
have
no-
any.
why do we have
Why do we have
Yeah.
that? Because we're stupid.
Yeah, that's fucking true. We're fucking dumbasses.
We're a stupid
gonna-
couple,
We're
guys.
stupid millennials at this point. Yeah, we're stupid
Yes.
couple.
At least we realize it though, because I mean that's what Alex and I had to do. Just go cold turkey. Hey, no fun for this amount of time, and we still have fun. We watch movies at home. There's a lot of things we can do. Go to the park together.
Yeah, that's so
You know,
true.
walk around Target and not buy anything.
Oh yeah, that's. We
That's-
go to Target and we buy
Yeah,
something.
that's
that's
the
where you
hard
go wrong.
part. Yeah.
We
I
have
like
to-
buying stuff.
Yeah,
myself.
me too.
I date myself.
Yeah,
date myself.
that's
Like a
good.
lot.
You and
I shop alone.
yeah, you do a lot of things on your own.
She's the opposite of.
You go on dates on by yourself, right?
do.
Yeah, you'll go to
I have
Starbucks.
a friend too. I'll take a friend.
That's
And then-
nice. I
That
started
is.
doing that, going to the park by myself, well, with puppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really relaxing. Or I go to
Go to
Target,
yoga.
get a coffee, and walk around the store by myself, and it's really relaxing.
It's nice.
It's healthy.
Like, I should do that.
I can. I'm gonna try. Monica's going to Mexico next week. So I'm gonna try to do that, but I'm gonna look like a total loser.
It might be nice for you.
No,
you never
you
know.
look like a loser.
Oh man, it's been an hour. Why don't we wrap this up with a game?
right.
Okay, let's wrap it up with a game then.
We're gonna play Would You Ever? So we'll spin a pen, and whoever this lands on, the tip of it, that person gets to ask a question to whoever the end of the pen
Okay.
lands on. It could be any kind of question. It doesn't have to be a would you ever, but we'll do it maybe a
But
few minutes.
relationship, right?
Relationship
Yeah,
questions.
love, yeah.
Yeah, love, partners, anything like that. And you have to answer, okay? There's
With
no-
honesty.
With honesty.
Okay.
Okay?
Spin away.
All right, let's spin.
All right.
Oh. So Veronica, you get to ask Diana a question.
Okay.
Diana, would you ever have a threesome with a guy and another girl? And would you enjoy it?
Which guy and girl would you?
Okay. I think yes, but I would think it'd be a girl. It would have to be like an out of town thing and it'd have to be so men when they want threesomes, I feel like they always think about only themselves, and they don't think about what the girl likes. Like they're like, oh yeah, that girl's hot, we should do it. And I'm like, no, what if I don't like that girl? Like,
Yeah,
no, I like
okay.
big boobs. Maybe I want a girl with big boobs, you know?
Okay.
Oh, I don't want or maybe I want a girl with small titties and maybe, like something like that.
You thought about this
So,
before.
yes, I have actually. I had there was somebody,
There was oh yeah, I guess so.
there was a guy that we talked about it. Anyways,
Okay. Would you enjoy it?
that I don't know until it happens. I think that they say that one always ends up not enjoying it, and who knows? Maybe I'd really enjoy it.
And the other girl that's just joining will not enjoy it, which is her
Yeah,
fault. Why is
That's a
she
good
joining?
question. That's a good question.
I'd pay for a woman that is tested for STDs for sure.
Oh yeah.
Safety
That's
first.
Safe
Safety
sex.
first, guys.
Safe sex.
Okay, Diana, you can spin.
I can spin. Okay.
Yeah. Drum roll.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, so
okay.
so
You
Monica.
ask.
So I'll ask you a question. Oh, the pressure's on. Okay, my question is: do you feel like? No, I don't have a question.
nervous.
I'm nervous too. Wait,
Ask it. Ask
I don't
it.
know. Okay. Would you consider? No, I don't have a question. Hold up. Give me a second. Oh, how would you feel? I know that you don't want children, but would that be a breaker for you and Alex if Alex really wanted children? Or
Will you please
or
him like
would you
say
guys
you're willing
opt
to
to what is it, fostering or adopting? Is it the idea of having the baby? Well, this is too many questions,
Well,
right?
okay, yeah. So this is a loaded
Yeah, this is
question.
a
How
loaded-
for somebody that didn't have one?
Yeah, I know. That was
So I'm really set on not having kids. I'm just like, I'm not interested in it. I don't want it. We grew up taking care of kids. Like I've done my time as a mother. So I really don't want kids. Alex says he's cool without kids. I could see him changing his mind later on. If he were to change his mind, it was like, we need to have kids. you know. I'm sweating.
You guys are still young.
You're so young.
35, 40.
To be determined.
You guys
Be like,
Yeah,
40-year-old parents.
This is your homework. Go home and think about
we
it.
would be old parents if we decided on it, but honestly, I get really anxious thinking about like the carrying, like the birth process. Like that scares the shit out of me.
You know, I used to be scared of birth process. Not anymore.
No, you're just ready.
I'm just like, okay, at this point, I'm in pain all the time. I don't give a shit.
I'll just put a baby inside of you, and it'll be the same thing.
Yeah. I feel like my IUD is giving me contractions all the time, and that is painful.
Well,
Spin
let's
away.
spin.
okay, spin it.
Oh, all right. Let's do Diana. You get to ask Veronica.
It's hard.
It is.
Make it a
Okay,
good question.
so do you still resent me a little from being an asshole in high school to you?
Whoa, so this was a very personal
This is a deep question, my friend. I thought this was really good. Well, I guess it is a relationship. No, I don't resent you. I make fun of it.
Yeah.
When we were in high school, we went to prom. She made me pay for the limo.
Well, not that part.
No,
Oh.
I know. She made me pay for the limo, blah, blah. I always bring it up. I always make fun of it. Every time I meet a new friend of hers, I bring it up, blah, blah. But I don't resent you. We've learned to love each other. You're you're not a friend. You're my sister. You know, if anybody
Yeah,
fucks
my
with you, I'm gonna go and fuck with them too.
I know
you know.
you will.
So
Love it.
it's just it's part of the past, you know. It's one that's part of me moving on and learning how to love, and I've learned to love you like a sister.
I love you too.
So I don't resent you like whatsoever. I bring it up just fucking around, you know, like haha, remember you, but it's all fun and jokes.
It's all in a light heart. Right?
Yeah, and
Heartness.
I don't resent you whatsoever because now that I consider you more my sister, you know, Hela would hate me because I would tell my dad that she was playing.
I was putting paper boats down the drain when it rained.
Yeah, and my dad hit her. So, you know, it's one of those things. So
CPS, if you're listening. All right, last question.
how about you ask Monica a question?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask Monica
Let
a
me hear
question.
it.
Okay, Monica.
Okay.
If you could leave Veronica for any celebrity,
Oh.
That's a stupid question.
No, it's not. I have an
Why?
answer.
Okay, why you're jealous? You're
Yeah,
jealous?
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Answer.
Which
Go, I wanna hear
celebrity
this.
would you leave
I
Veronica
have a
for?
feeling I know who.
Oh, I don't think you do.
No?
I don't
let's
think you
hear it.
guys.
Oh,
I don't
you
even
might
think you guys have an idea.
Okay.
Veronica might
Veronica,
know.
take a guess
No,
first.
no. I want it to hurt a little.
Wait, write it down.
Yeah, write it down, Veronica.
Right.
No, because this is pressure. Because there's one that I know, like, and it's a guy.
No.
Okay.
Which one?
Fuck, you were talking about a guy. You were talking about Drake before.
I always thought it was Drake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like Drake, but not
Okay,
anymore.
anyways.
That was my more. No, now I have it's
The
a
female?
woman. Yeah,
It's that director.
it's a YouTuber.
Oh my God! It's what's
Amber
her-
Easy.
No.
The Sing Lady.
No.
Yeah, Lilith Singh. She has her own like late night show. I love her, and I
She
find
is
her
sexy.
so attractive.
She's from the LGBTQ plus community now.
She's bisexual, which my heart, I knew.
And you know what?
My heart, I knew.
We
that.
all knew. We knew. But she has long hair, so
Yeah.
she's a little. She's dark skinned, so I feel like she's resembling me. So.
You are not that
Wait, real quick, I want to ask Diana a question.
Go.
Would you ever date a woman? Like, have you ever considered it?
I have actually considered it because there have been girls interested in me, and I was very, 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 very flattered, and I felt really pretty when they did. But no, I don't think I can.
You'd have that option.
I kept thinking I would like to be eaten out, but I don't want to eat someone out. Like that, it came down to that.
If a guy does his homework, he could do a really good job. And so you're basically what my friend calls strictly dickly.
Yeah.
That's what you are.
You're strictly dickly. Yeah.
I love to go down on my wife. I love it. I love it.
I can't.
You know.
I hope kids aren't listening.
That would be for a sex one.
Yeah, we'll talk about sex later. A sex one.
I'm saying that's what I knew.
Okay. all
No,
right.
wait.
So we've given you enough content, guys, to make sure.
But let's ask Angie. You had a good question for her
no, I'm
about
scared.
sex related.
I'm
Do you
scared.
remember?
Yeah, you remember. Say it.
What?
No, for the sex topic?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
No, just say it right now. Just say it right now. We already brought it up.
No, now I
I'm
don't
curious,
know.
love,
No, wait.
about
no.
your Starbucks.
Go,
Take
go.
your
A
target.
sex one.
Stop.
I can take this.
No, okay, so I was thinking, because you know how you and Alex kind of. No, wait, no, I shouldn't. No, let's
it'll
not
be
bring
for a
it up.
sex
Yeah, it'll
topic.
be for a different one.
We're
Let's
just
not.
sex
Wow.
podcast,
right, guys.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, you can
Thanks
see
for
more of us on
listening.
Instagram.
Yes.
Hopefully this one was fun to
Yeah,
listen to.
yeah.
so we got a little deep though, so
We did.
we always do. That's
You know,
the problem.
We go off topic a
Yeah.
lot, but that's why we
The
ramble.
ramble,
Yes. All right.
So next,
then.
we'll try to do the next one more fun and more, happy.
Yeah,
this was
but-
supposed to be this one, but we didn't.
But it is what it is. You get what you get. Thank you
Yes.
so much for listening.
It's fun. I think you guys' story is fun. Thanks for tuning in.
Well, tune in next week. We'll be talking about overcoming failure. It'll be more fun and happy.
Well, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening to us rambling. Please stick around for more, and we'll talk to you guys next time.
Catch us on Four Sisters Rambling on Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, and Instagram.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
Leave us some comments.
Yeah.